Big things seem to be happening in the tiny town of Rome, Wisconsin. Yesterday, Dr. Jill Brock rocked the community by announcing her candidacy to become the first woman mayor in Rome's history. And while the women are reportedly cheering, the men in Rome are more captivated by an arrest made by the sheriff's department. Ex-middleweight boxing champion and fugitive Jeffrey the Poet Freed was captured in the town, but rather than immediately extradite Mr. Freed back to New Jersey, where federal tax evasion charges await him, the Rome sheriffs have decided to hang on to him so that he may engage in a charity boxing match against Deputy Sheriff Kenneth Lakos. Freed was captured in the town after being pulled over on a speeding violation. In other news today,
Harry Smith said me. That means he's heard of me. I'm famous.
More people are gonna hear of you if the guy kills you.
He's not gonna kill me, Max. Don't worry. I was holding back a little today. I got a big surprise for the poet.
Kenny, are you sure you want to do this?
At this point, I don't really have a choice. I'm in it. I don't know if I can win.
But I got a shot. And sometimes it's enough just to take your shot.
I don't know, the whole thing scares me a little. I mean, you and Dad are already fighting. What if you win?
Well, whether I win or not isn't important. Just climbing in the ring with a champion and feeling for 1 second that I belong there.
Maybe it's because I'm a woman, or maybe it's because this town is still such an old boys network. I don't know.
I think one of the reasons I gave up boxing was the fact that I never even allowed myself to think I could be great.
I mean, it wasn't an option I considered, you know? I mean, a doctor, sure, but a leader of the community, oh.
It'll help the guy, Max. The money will go to get him some good lawyers. Give him a chance. The kids in this town will benefit. A lot of people will get help. This will be good for the town.
I wouldn't be running if I didn't believe that. But I can't deny there is a little something in it for me, too.
That's great. Now, try looking just a little bit more menacing. Very good. Okay, let's get some close-ups.
Not too close. You'll be able to see his fear and his gray hair. I'm gonna let you pick. You want something from Chaucer?
That's great.
Robert Browning, Alexander Pope,
William Butler Yeats. He's the one who said an aging man is but a paltry thing.
That's twice you surprised me.
Well, I'm ready for you, Mr. Freed. I'm ready.
Don't you think your candidacy is somewhat artificial?
How so?
Well, you jump in last minute as an instrument of change, trying...
Well, I see nothing artificial in the need for change, Mark, and I see nothing artificial in the people's contempt for government all across this country, and particularly among women.
In national politics, that's certainly true, but that hasn't been felt as much in the small towns, not to the extent...
Well, I believe it should be. You know what happens when the small-town politicians go unchecked? They become big-time politicians, and then this country is suddenly struck with the kind of incompetence that we saw on our Senate Judiciary Committee during the Clarence Thomas hearings.
Dr. Brock, what is your position on abortion?
I'm pro-life and pro-choice. Personally, I don't know if I could have an abortion, but I do believe it's every woman's choice.
Have you ever performed an abortion as a doctor?
Doctor-patient privilege
I'm not
would prevent
asking
me...
for any confidential information. I'm asking simply, have you performed an abortion?
And as a doctor, would you now?
I'm standing before you today as a mayoral candidate, not as a doctor. I won't speak about my medical practice, but I will say that as mayor, I would support any doctor's right
Have you ever performed an abortion? Yes or no?
I'm not going to answer that and move on.
Isn't it true you engaged in an adulterous affair with your now husband while he was still married to his first wife?
Could you answer the question, Dr. Brock?
I did not break up my husband's first marriage.
But they were still married when you began your affair.
They weren't together.
According to court records pertaining to the custody dispute over his daughter Kimberly, you and Mr. Brock were having a romantic and sexual relationship even before the separation papers were filed.
This isn't relevant.
Family values aren't relevant?
I didn't say that.
How can you be a spokesperson on family values when you knowingly participated in adultery?
Did you know a small child was involved when you began this extramarital affair?
Dr. Brock?